Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We're here from MoneyLordNation.com, your home for everything Money Lord. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Money Lord YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. And today we got the week 5 NFL reactions. Those are definitely a lot of interesting games this week. I didn't really do good last week either. I got a lot of stuff correct and I got a lot of stuff wrong. So this week has just been a midweek for me, definitely a tough week for me. But anyway, so what we got today is our week 5 NFL reactions. Anyway, make sure y'all do subscribe right here to the Money Lord YouTube channel. We are on our way to 70 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for 60 subscribers. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. You guys are amazing. And yeah, let's go ahead and tip this off. So we got the reaction going on here. Same thing that we do always, but we're gonna add a bye right here for these 4 teams because these 4 teams were on the bye, so they go in the bye category. But everybody else gets to be ranked right here. Also, if you guys are interested about joining our fantasy basketball, I will post this out on Instagram, on the Money Lord account. So this is the plan. This is the fantasy basketball, just in case you want to play. There is 12 teams in here, so if you guys are interested in joining our basketball fantasy, you guys are more than welcome to join us. And there's a league. There's leagues, and there's about. So yeah, there's 12 teams in this league. So if you guys are interested in joining, make sure you guys join up. The draft is in 2 weeks, as you see right here. The draft's in 13 days, hours. So yeah, I'll post this out on Instagram later before I go to practice. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys go join that. Once again, I'll post it out here. Alright, anyways, we got some reactions to do. So let's get into it. Once again, kind of slumpy week, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're starting off. We have Chicago and Washington. I'm gonna give Chicago A, and I'm gonna give Washington an F. So about this game, let's just take a look at the box score. This game really shocked me. I wasn't really expecting the Bears to win this game. Justin Fields, he probably had his best performance in his career. Sam Howell threw a pick, but had 2 touchdowns. He didn't perform that bad either. But the Commanders' offense did seem a little bit slow to begin the game, and Sam Howell, who literally your Washington's lead rushing. DJ Moore had an unbelievable game for the Bears. 8 receptions, 233 yards, touchdown, even though I didn't even start him. The Chicago's, you got to give Chicago a lot of credit on the defensive end. For the worst rate defense, yeah, you got to give a lot of credit. Meanwhile, looking at Washington, there's just really nothing to look at here for Washington besides Logan Thomas getting you 77 yards. Terry McLaurin, he had it, had a quiet day, but yeah, Washington's defense just got smacked. So that's basically all that we need to say. All right, next up we have the Jags at the Bills. I'm gonna give the Jags an A, and I'm gonna give the Bills a C. All right. So with the Jags and the Bills, this is another game I was actually surprised with. Like I didn't actually think the Jags were gonna beat the Bills, and this is just a pick I got wrong. I mean, credit to Jacksonville. I outworked Buffalo from start to finish. I mean, just look at Trevor Lawrence, 25 for 37, threw a touchdown. Travis Etienne had a slow day, but it's fine. 26 carries for 126, 2 TDs. Calvin Ridley had a good day, 7 for 22. Even though Jacksonville did get a little bit careless with the football here, they still performed really good against a really good Buffalo Bills team. So, and their defense didn't really do that bad either. Meanwhile, for the Bills, Josh Allen was kind of quiet at first, and then he picked up at the end 27 for 42 TDs and a pick. Josh Allen also ran in the ball. I don't know how Josh Allen's your leading rushing. Receiving, Stephon Diggs once again had a good day. Gabe Davis even had a good day. There's even once again Buffalo did get a little bit careless with the football, and then their defense did okay, I guess. So I like Jacksonville's performance. I don't think the Bills performed that bad either, but I expected a lot more out of the Bills. That's why I gotta give them the C. All right, next up we have Houston at Atlanta. I'm gonna give Atlanta a B, and I'll give Houston a C, I guess. So this game was really confusing. I know both teams didn't really perform too good in this game, honestly. As you see, 21-19, definitely an odd score if you're asking me. CJ Stroud continues to not even throw an interception in his career yet. He still has a TD. Damian Pierce kind of struggled, 20 for 66. The receiving, basically everybody almost touched the ball on the receiving side of things. Didn't really get careless with Houston's fumble, so glad to see them not turn over the ball. And their defense played well enough to win this game. It's just unfortunate that it wasn't enough for them to win the game. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, Desmond Ridder did okay, I guess, 28 for 37, the TD. The rushing wasn't bad for Atlanta here. Receiving, glad to see Kyle Pitts back to 87 yards. Fumbles, yep, they did get a little bit careless with the football there, with 3 fumbles and 2 lost fumbles, because I can credit Houston's defense. And then their defense did, once again, they did nothing with the game. So I can't really say nothing about these two performances. Actually, no, I'm going to give both teams a C, because I didn't really like what I saw out of either team, honestly. Alright, next up we have Carolina, Detroit. I'm giving the Panthers a D, and I'll give the Lions, I think the Lions had the best 2 performances this week, honestly. Alright, so starting with the Panthers, they just struggle, man. 27-21. Bryce Young, 3 TDs and 2 interceptions. Not really a lot of good rushing from the Panthers in this game, and also not a lot of good receiving besides Adam Thielen. Besides that, everybody else kind of struggled. Carolina got careless with the football, and their defense just got smacked. Meanwhile, for the Lions, Jared Goff had a really good day, 20 for 28, 3 TDs. David Montgomery continues to do good, 19 for 109, and a touchdown. But basically, the Detroit offense really clicked in this game, because Sam Porta, by starting tight end, he had 2 TDs. Josh Reynolds had a TD. This was just a offensive clinic for the Lions here, scoring 42 goddamn points. And even their defense did really good in this game, as you can see up here. But yeah, Aiden Hutchinson interception, Jerry, yeah. I mean, yeah, this was just all around dominant performance on the Lions. All right, next up we have the Titans and the Colts. I guess C and B. I didn't really watch this game a lot, but I give a lot of credit to the Colts defense in this game. I think Titans really performed that good. Ryan Tannehill, 3 for 34, 264 yards, and he just threw it back. Derrick Henry is still struggling, and the whole rushing is just struggling for Tennessee. Receiving not bad. D-Hop 148. I mean, no TDs anyway. I don't even know how they scored their touchdown, honestly. I think they scored a touchdown, but I don't know how. Because I didn't really watch this game at all, because I was away on Sunday. But anyway, Tennessee's defense, it was solid. It wasn't the best performance out of the Titans defense. Meanwhile, for the Colts, I like what Gardner Minshew, I don't know if I said his name right, but I'm glad what he did. He did pretty good even when Anthony Richardson was out. And even when Anthony Richardson was in, he also did pretty good, 9 for 12. Zach Moss had a good day, 23 for 165 and 2 DDs. Jonathan Taylor still struggling to get out of the pocket, but it's kind of expected because he's coming back. And receiving for Indy was really good. 6 for 97, 5 for 52, 2 for 30. You can accept that. And we know Zach Moss had a touchdown. Anthony Wayne, did he have a touchdown? No, well, I think he did, but whatever. Colts defense played really good in this game. But I'm not surprised because you're going against the Titans offense. But yeah, they got an interception, and yeah, it wasn't really a bad performance for the Colts, but I would like to see more out of them. That's why I'm only giving them a B. All right, next up we have the Giants at Miami. Giants. Nah, I'll give the Giants a D. I'll give Miami an S. Starting off with the Giants. I mean, there's just really nothing that they could have done here because Daniel Jones 14 for 20 didn't throw a pick or a TD. Aaron Gray rushing, New York rushing was horrible in this game. Receiving was kind of bad too. They kind of got carried with the football, and their defense once again got smacked. All right. Meanwhile, looking at Miami, Tua 22 for 30. Did have a little bit of a concerning game, 2 TDs and 2 interceptions, but I'm not too concerned about it. Davion Shane, I don't know if I said his name right. I'm sorry if I did, but he had a hell of a day. Racine Monster 10 for 60, 65. I don't know about that one, man. Tyreek Hill 8 for 181. Typical kind of Tyreek Hill. Basically just Miami's offense is just ridiculous. Lost fumbles, yeah, they get a little careless with the football. Giants also got careless with the football, and then their defense got smacked for a little bit, but then they bounced back and didn't play Miami football. So I'll give them an S tier. I thought Miami performed pretty good all around. All right, next we have the Saints at the Patriots, and this one is pretty obvious. So yeah, I mean, there's just really nothing to say about this. I'm not even gonna look at the Patriots side of things because they absolutely did nothing. I mean, the only thing I can take a look of New England is Mac Jones doing 2 interceptions and Marjorie Stevenson 8 for 24. But besides that, there's really nothing to look at the Patriots side of things. But at the Saints, you have 18 for 26 with Derek Carr, 2 DDs, no interceptions. Alvin Kamara 22 for 80, kind of struggled there from the pocket. Michael Thomas 4 for 65, not bad. New Orleans receiving, like almost everybody touched the ball. Yeah, as you see, New England was a little bit careless there with the turnovers, and once again, Patriots defense got smacked. New Orleans defense outworked. I basically just kicked the shit out of the Patriots. That's what they did. All right, next up we got the Ravens at the Steelers. I'm gonna give the Ravens. I'll give them a D. Honestly, yeah, I'll give the Steelers a C. All right, so let's talk about. I don't think either team really performed too good in this game. I'll be honest. I don't think there's really too much to really say about this game, besides Lamar Jackson throwing an interception in there. But he went 22 for 38. Baltimore's rushing was pretty bad. It was upwards 12 for 48. Baltimore's receiving was okay, 5 for 73. Mark Andrews 6 for 65. I expected more from him. Baltimore extremely got careless with the football, 4 fumbles and 2 lost fumbles. And Baltimore's defense, they did good for the first half, and then the second half they completely got outworked. And then Baltimore's punting, kicking, punt returns. So yeah, they didn't. I look at the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, 18 for 32 in the TD. I don't know how the Steelers won this game. I don't really know how they did. Jalen Warren 9 for 40. Najee Harris 14 for 37. Pittsburgh's receiving. I mean, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't that good, but George Pickens was basically the only one that gave them a good stretch on the receiving side of things. Fumbles, they didn't really get too careless with the football, and then defense went to work in the second half, but they were getting their asses kicked in the first half. And yeah, that's basically all you need to know about the Steelers. But how many times had Baltimore had to win this game? How many opportunities have this team had to win this bowl game? I had like 7 or something. Like, it was ridiculous. It's like being down in basketball by 1 score. You're just throwing the ball right out of bounds. Come on, Baltimore. Next up, we have the Eagles and the Rams. I'm giving both of these two teams a B, man. I think they both get a B. I'll be honest. I don't think. Oh, never mind. They're up here because I highlight the Rams. But yeah, I think both of these two teams get a B. I don't think Philadelphia performed their best, and I don't think the Rams performed their best. But it doesn't really matter. Like, does it? I mean, we were starting with the Eagles, 25 to 38 for Justin Herbert. I'm at Jalen Hurts, touchdown and a pick. Jalen Hurts was really good on rushing. The rushing was not that bad, but it could have been better. Philadelphia's receiving, A.J. Brown, 8 for 27. I'm at 6 for 127. Dallas Goedert with 8 for 117. Devontae Swift kind of struggled in this one. But the Phillies defense, you gotta give credit to them. Our all line couldn't really do nothing. They had like 4 sacks in the ball game, 45 tackles. We gotta give credit to Philadelphia defense as well. Meanwhile, look at the Rams. I don't think the Rams performed that bad at all either. Matthew Stafford, 21-37, two touchdowns, no picks. Connor Williams, 13 for 53. That is a problem. Cooper Kupp, he looked good in his return, 8 for 118. He didn't score a touchdown, but he looked pretty good. And Puka continues to do good, 7 for 71 and a TD. Puka did lift the football there, and I was kind of concerned about that. And Rams defense didn't even perform that bad in this game, but Aaron Donald was getting kind of getting help. But it was kind of expected because you're playing against Philadelphia's online, and Philadelphia's online is one of the best in the league. Meanwhile, about that, I think both teams really get a B. I just really enjoyed that entire game. Next up, we have Cincy at the Cardinals. I'm gonna get Cardinals to C, and we'll get Bengals we'll give them an A. So meanwhile, just starting with Arizona, I really thought they were gonna win this game because I didn't think the Bengals offense didn't really look too good, but it looks like they look like from like moments away they can be right back to where they once were. Joe Burrow, 36 for 40, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Joe Mixon kind of struggling in this one. Jamar Chase went absolutely insane in this game, 15 for 192, 3 touchdowns. Thank goodness. Besides that, I think everybody else struggled. Cincinnati's defense got kind of beat in the first half, but they were able to bounce back in the second half. As you can see by the score, Arizona scored 6 points in the second half. Joshua Dobbs, okay performance, I guess. 15 for 32, 2 TDs and a pick, and 2 picks. It just the receiving wasn't really that good for Arizona. The rushing wasn't really that good either. Besides James Conner, I mean, he was doing good until he got injured. And Arizona's defense just kind of got smacked in this one. I mean, let's be honest, right? All right, next up we have the Jets at Denver. Give the Jets they ought to take an A tier for me, and Broncos get a B tier because they didn't perform that bad either. So both of these two teams both have similar performances, so we can really talk about them. Besides that, Zach Wilson throwing an interception of Russell Wilson's throwing 2 TDs. Like with Russell Wilson, he's having a good season, but Denver as a whole, they're just not good. Rushing's about the same, but I think the Jets outworked them there. Receiving looks like Denver never won that battle. Fumbles, New York got way too careless with the football. Wow, Denver didn't really get careless with the football. And the Jets defense continues to not be that bad. Broncos defense continues to disappoint me. So that's basically all I gotta say. I mean, you can't really get no wrong about that. Next up, we have the Chiefs and the Vikings. I'm gonna give the Chiefs. I just don't think the Chiefs performed their best ball, and I guess I'll give the Vikings a B as well. I don't think both of these two teams performed bad at all. I will say that. Once again, these guys are kind of similar, so I can just talk about them just from straight up. Both of these two quarterbacks had 2 touchdowns. Rushing was not really good on either side. Receiving, Travis Kelce 10 for 67. I hope Justin Jefferson's okay. He started off really good, 3 for 28, but doing get injured. But yeah, receiving was kind of the same. Fumbles were kind of the same, and your defense was kind of the same. So I can't. So what is there to really say about this game? And besides them performing basically at the same level. All right, next up we have Dallas at San Francisco, and I'm giving that, and I think it's pretty obvious. So San Francisco, they just kicked the shit out of Dallas for 24 hours, and I actually thought it was fun to watch. Dak Prescott definitely had his worst performance of the year, 14 for 24, touchdown and 3 interceptions. Dallas rushing was not good at all, neither was the receiving, only 4 for 49 yards. If you only get 49 yards as your relieving receiver, you're not going to win too many games. And Dallas' defense just got absolutely absolutely torched for the first time this year. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, there's just really nothing to talk about. I mean, their team is just elite. So what do you really expect? I mean, I don't even have to go through all the stats here. I can just scroll down and just tell you that San Francisco really did everything that they needed to do to win the game. So I give a lot of credit to San Francisco in this one. All right, and the last game was the Packers at the Raiders. Packers C, and I don't think the Raiders really got a good convincing win either, so I'll throw them in the C tier as well. So this game was like 17. Actually, no, I'm gonna give the Packers a D. I'm gonna give Packers a D. So starting off with this game was really slumpy. Jordan Love was absolutely horrendous in this game, 16 for 30 and 3 picks. Jimmy G, 22, 208, a touchdown, a pick. Rushing, it was alright. Josh Jacobs, 20 for 69. That's not really that good. AJ Dillon, 20 for 76. So that's kind of similar. Receiving, not bad. I mean, Devontae Adams, I expected him to have more of the 4 receptions for 45 yards, but whatever. Defense kind of performed the same, honestly, and the kicking was okay, I guess. So yeah, that's all I got. All right, and that is my Week 5 NFL reactions. Let me guys know what you guys agree and disagree with. So yeah, let's get into Week 6. Let's go ahead and wait for my predictions video coming out tomorrow. So yeah, I do appreciate all of you guys' support. Make sure you guys do like, subscribe right here to my little YouTube channel. If you guys are interested, make sure you guys go ahead and join the Fantasy Basketball League. I will be posting that out. And I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. So yeah, so that's gonna end the video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is BB here, signed off, MoneyLineNation.com. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.